I'm Bree, and this is TJ. In 2017, we decided to break away from the norm and travel the US in our custom 4x4 van and Airstream. We loaded up our two dogs, Madly and Brody, and hit the road. We quickly realized life on the road is full of surprises, and our name-embracing Detours fit our new life perfectly. Please subscribe and welcome to the adventure. Are hitched up and ready to go. I'm just doing my final walk around of the trailer. I always get the inside ready, TJ gets the outside ready, and then we double check each other to make sure that we haven't forgotten anything. Because we're both human, and that happens sometimes. And we have caught each other a number of times missing things. So I check the hitch, I check the stabilizers, I check that he's gotten the surge protector and our Y for the water hose, the wheel chocks. I check to make sure that the awnings are latched. You know, I just do. It's a mental note, and it's worked for us. I know some people actually will make like laminated checklist cards, and then every time they'll go through and check it off. And hey, whatever works for you, as long as you catch any mistakes before you start heading down the road. So I think we're good. We're out of here. Who-daho. Say it. No. Say it. No. Say it. No. Just in case you were wondering, the correct response to Who-daho is IDAHO. Sorry, it's goofy, I know. Well, we are up bright and early this morning, and I wish I could say it's because we're headed out to do something cool, but unfortunately, that's not the case. We've come to southwest Idaho to the tiny little farming community of Parma, and we are headed this morning to a shop to have the van looked at.
It's been hot here, so it's been, you know, 95 and up.
Right.
And we've been towing through mountains and things like that. The van seems like it's running hotter than usual. Not overheating, but just running hotter. So I just want to get it looked at before we have a problem. I have a real problem. So we found a good shop here.
Right.
It's actually in Caldwell, Idaho.
Our appointment is this morning, and we're hoping to get some answers as to why the van seems to be running hotter.
I have a feeling what it might be, but it's not something I can easily fix on the road. So I'm hoping that if there is a problem, this is what it is, and it's not going to be very expensive. So, do you care to maybe say what you think it might be, and we can maybe take wagers on if you're going to be right or not? I think it's the clutch fan. I think it's not working correctly, but I don't know that for sure. I just want to have it looked at, have the whole system looked at. The van's never been to a mechanic for the engine. It's never had a full diagnostic done on it, so I'm kind of interested to see what they come up with. To be honest, I like to do as much as I can myself. It's just, you know, when certain things happen, you have to go to a mechanic, and this just happens to be one of them this time.
My hope is that having it looked over by a professional mechanic that has such a great reputation is going to give us peace of mind moving forward with the van, because it's been weighing heavy, especially on his mind lately. And so
anytime you drive a 20-year-old vehicle, it's always in the back of your mind that it's 20 years old.
Well, not to mention that it's towing our family and everything we own in the world. You know, it's literally carries our life with us. So yeah, we want to make sure that she's in good shape and health.
Destination is on the left.
I can't believe you didn't back in.
I feel like now maybe I should have.
Water pump's also got a complaint in the bearing. It's not as excessive as that, but you know, I would recommend putting a new water pump and a new fan clutch on that thing.
Well, give us the news.
So, I was right and I was wrong. Definitely needs fan clutch because it's shot. They're noticing some bearing play in the water pump. It's not to the point where it's causing a leak in the water pump yet, but they recommend replacing it because it's getting to that point. I mean, let's be honest, it's 20 years old, 21 years old. I feel like it makes sense to go ahead and replace it. Hopefully we'll be back on the road by, what's today? Today's Monday, we'll be back on the road by Wednesday.
Yep, and hopefully running much, much cooler.
Hopefully.
You know, we've been going over some grades, and we've been running the heat and doing all kinds of stuff to try to keep it cool, and these aren't even serious grades. Like, we want to go into Colorado in the next month or two where there are some very real grades.
Right, so we want to be prepared for that. It always sucks to have to spend money. It's like buying towels for your house. You know, it's a necessity, but you hate having to spend the money on it. But
right.
This is what keeps us going, right?
That's right. This van is our life. If this van breaks or stops working,
our life stops.
Our life stops, yeah. So we baby it like crazy. And TJ knew. He knew that there was something wrong. I tend to second guess him. So I'm like a hypochondriac about the dogs. He's a hypochondriac about the van. He'll ask me, like, does the van seem different? Does it feel different? Does it sound different? I'm like, you're crazy. You're being response. Crazy. Yeah. But, you know, he does. He is very tuned into it. So, yeah, he called it here and we're gonna get it fixed. All right, just packing up and getting ready to get back on the road. TJ took the van in yesterday and had the repair work done. And I kind of wanted to just take a moment. Excuse me, Madly. She's Carefree. Just kind of wanted to take a moment to address, I don't know, some real life stuff. You know, we always do our best to put on a positive face when things are going wrong. And I think that that's important. I think that if you always approach things with a negative attitude, that doesn't make anything better. It doesn't make anything easier. That said, we also don't want to misrepresent how stressful life can sometimes get, and we just wanted to be real with you. It's always been our goal to be authentic and to be real, and so we just wanted to share with you that, you know, when these things happen, when things go wrong, when we have to spend unexpected money on the van, we feel that, you know, we feel the stresses of that. We've been dealing with the stresses of that, and we don't always do the best job of capturing that, because in those moments the last thing you think to do or want to do is grab the camera and start filming. But the truth is that we absolutely deal with that. I'm not trying to have a pity party. I'm not trying to create unnecessary drama. We hate that. But I am trying to be real with you, you know? And so I guess my point is, I'm rambling as I usually do, but I guess my point is that, you know, at the end of the day, we're just normal people like everyone else. And yeah, those things do get to us, but we do do our best to put a positive spin on things and to find humor where we can, and we always get through it. So anyways, that was all I wanted to say. Just wanted to be real with you guys, kind of have a real talk moment where we're not laughing and joking. So yeah, we are getting ready to head out of Parma, Idaho, and we are headed to Hell's Canyon. You ready to go?
Not ready.
I was asking the dog, but that works. How you feeling?
I don't know. A little stressful at the moment.
I was just talking about that.
I'm feeling some stress.
Yes.
For sure. But let's go look at something beautiful. Maybe that'll calm us down.
This year has thrown us all a few curveballs, and we recognize that our minor van repair is nothing compared to what some others are dealing with. Helen Keller once said, "A happy life consists not in the absence, but in the mastery of hardships." It's not always easy to stay positive when life puts up roadblocks, but sometimes the most scenic roads in life are the detours you didn't mean to take. Join us next week as we explore the deepest canyon in North America and get creative with our dirty laundry. A special shout out to our patrons whose support help make these videos possible. If you'd like to help support the production of our videos, please head over to patreon.com/embracing detours. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.